Well, VAR screwed up a whole load of games this week, kind of like someone's team for the last few weeks.
What?
Whoa, where's he gone?
Let's just dance without him.
I keep telling you, you need to stop when the music stops. You keep dancing when the music. Welcome to Top 4 FPL. Yes, VAR did screw up a lot of games this week. And yes, I have screwed up a lot of my teams this week. Thanks, Sparky. We'll get to that in a minute. We've seen Van Doozl. I suppose your team was one that was worst affected, seeing as you're still in the bottom.
Really? No way. I thought I had a blinding week after being victimized by the spin the wheel last week from Sparky. I had a blinding week.
The VAR, West Ham.
For West Ham. Yeah, that was absolutely scandalous. Absolutely scandalous. The whole world says that wasn't a foul, and it wasn't a foul. I saw it. It wasn't a foul. Everybody that saw it said it wasn't a foul. I haven't heard one person say that was a foul yet, and I think they should overturn the decision and give West Ham a point.
Yeah, apart from Nunez, who's been saying it was a foul, and the referee who said it was a foul. But yeah, I mean,
Graham Nunez said it was a foul. Wow.
I'm really surprised about that.
Well, to be honest, I mean, in fairness to Graham Souness, he knows what it is to try and foul players. So maybe he has a point.
Yeah, I know exactly.
He's
a bit of a bruiser himself, so I don't know what he's talking about. He should send himself off. Yeah, it wasn't the only game that was spoiled by VAR. There was a few other games that had the VAR decisions, which were questionable.
Yeah, Everton had a goal disallowed against Liverpool, which I'm not complaining about. Man United had a goal. Well, Arsenal had a goal disallowed against Man United, which
Martinelli. I'm happy about that actually, because Martinelli is not on my team. So thank you, VAR.
Yeah, I can't complain.
I mean, the VAR decisions are affecting the teams in the league, and they're affecting our fantasy Premier League teams. So
definitely.
All right, let's have a look at the Fantasy Premier League Top 4 FPL League, which will win you a match ball if you still don't know. So if you haven't joined, join our league. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we'll be going out twice weekly now. So we'll be having, based on the game week schedules, we'll be recording 2 episodes a week instead of the 1. So if you want to be informed about when the new episodes are out, obviously follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell. Sparky, it's somewhere.
Hit it.
Sorry, that's Sparky. Don't hit him. Hit the notification bell below Sparky somewhere.
All right, then over to the tables. Oh, we've got a
Who are we looking at?
Oh, the tables. Oh,
tables.
Bucks has gone down one place. And we have a new leader, which has come straight in at number 1.
Yes.
And that's not fair, actually. If you've got a higher score than us in our league, please don't join. Only join if you've got a smaller score than me.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
I'm not giving you my match ball if you come in at the top of the league. That's not fair. You've got to earn your stripes.
But yes, we have a new leader, number 1 in the top 4 FPL league. It's Ivan Arno, IAS 90. He got below the average, but he's top of that league, which doesn't make us look too good, does it, chaps?
No, he got a very low score, but he's still at top. He's got 35, so he must have been hitting some centuries over the last few weeks before becoming a top 4 FPL manager. Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at the previous week. Yeah, he got 75 last week.
IAS 90 is the man to catch at the moment.
But yeah, let's get to Fantasy Fuchs, who was top last week. He's dropped down one.
Fantasy Fuchs.
If you can see from the scores here, out of us, the top 4 FPL players, the top scoring player was
Oscar. It was Oscar.
Why can't I see him?
It was Oscar.
The buddy jumps ahead.
Yeah, he's got the highest score out of us is Oscar this week with 59. But he hasn't overtaken me, but he has overtaken Rock and Roll, which is a free fall.
I am the highest scorer in the league, not just amongst us 4.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Possibly 59. It was a very low scoring week with an average score was something like probably 50, I reckon, this week. Or no, it was 45 was the average this week. It's a very low scoring week. Yes. And that's probably mostly to do with Arsenal losing and people having lots of Arsenal players and Liverpool players.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with Oscar having any knowledge about football and getting players at all. It's got nothing.
No, absolutely not. I didn't say that. No, well done, Oscar. I even wrote on Twitter, So well done, Oscar. Podence, you chose Podence on the last program, so he got 11 for you. That was a good choice for this week. And when Billing scored, I was thinking about you because you're the only player in the whole of fantasy.
Oh, do you know what? When Billing,
Billing.
When Billing scored, I was thinking about you too, because when he scored, I was like, oh, I'm a bit closer to Jem now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know you're the only
Doozl.
person on the planet that has Billing in his team. So when Billing scores,
I'm the only person that's got Billing. I'm probably the only person that's got Podence. And yeah.
Well, apart from
Podence was a stroke of Shrewdence.
Well, that's Oscar Bunny's team, and he's still sticking with his Mitrovic and his Son. And you occupying a lot of money with Son. You've had him for the 7th week now. So are you thinking about taking him out?
You'll find out soon.
Ooh, okay.
As Sparky mentioned, I've been in free fall for the last couple of weeks, and this week I got below the average of 45 with a final score of 40 points, which I have to thank the Holy Father, Nick Pope. Thank you for the 12 points, and Trossard, who managed to score this week. But
did you use your wild card last week? You did, didn't you? Yes, you did.
I did. That's right, Bunny. I did use my wild card. I bought.
Wow.
If I had a lot of players injured, and I was being criticised for having 3 Chelsea defensive players, mainly obviously Cucurella and James.
So you decided to get a Chelsea midfielder instead.
So I chipped out Cucurella and I bought in Alexander-Arnold. I took out Kane. Don't ask me why. And bought in Bamford. I think I might have hit my head because you know what I did? Do you ever make during the game week where you think, why did I do that? Why did I even do that?
I'm looking at this team thinking, what kind of team is this? You had a good team, and no, this is not a bad team, but it looks just so weak.
Like I was saying, when you say to yourself, why did I do that? And I'll give you a brilliant example of that. I had Zinchenko, who was injured, so I sold Zinchenko and I bought Pervis Estepina.
Oh, Pervis.
Exactly.
Wow.
Pervis.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't really call my kid Perv at all.
But then I put him on the bench. So I put him on the bench, and then for next week's game week, which we'll see in the next episode, I sold him and bought back Sessegnon. So why did I even do that?
Why did you buy someone called Pervis?
Sessegnon did score this week, didn't he? Am I wrong? He did score, didn't he, Sessegnon?
I just can't get.
Or was it an assist? He had an assist, I think.
I don't know.
I just can't get over the Pervis thing. Sorry.
At the end of the day, with management like that, you really don't need the management advice from me. So I'm going to pass the baton over to Sparky.
Okay. Well, before I start talk about my team, there is someone else who actually destroyed a lot of teams this week. Who was it?
Who?
Jurgen Klopp.
Jurgen Klopp. What did he do?
He obviously doesn't play fantasy football. He obviously doesn't.
What?
This is quite obvious.
Yeah.
He subbed Trent at 59 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Right. Yeah, he did sub Trent, and Trent wasn't very happy about that either, was he?
No one was. The whole of England, of the fantasy football league nation, was cursing.
You know what? I'm going to get rid of him.
I bet he's going to score.
Yeah, that's a good bet. That's a good bet.
Actually,
I mean, the day I get rid of him on that match week, he will score. I know that, but I don't care. It's just a bit annoying now. Every week, 1-1-1, 15, 1-1-1. It's like, no, that's it. No, gone. Alexander-Arnold's out for me, I think.
I mean, I'm quite disappointed with my week. I thought, I guess a lot of people did. I thought I was going to have a really good week. I went for a Luis Diaz because I didn't think, half the 90% of the FPL community captained Haaland, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
so I went
Haaland.
Obviously, not that I have another option, but I went with Luis Diaz. I can't captain Haaland because I won't buy him. He did nothing, and I was quite certain he was gonna have a blinder against Everton. Come on, Merseyside derby, but he didn't. Anyway, there was that. But Tony, wow.
James Tony, whose name is not James. It's always Ivan. His name is
James Tony.
And it's Ivan Tony. Yes, Ivan Tony. What a hat-trick. That is the best hat-trick I've ever seen. If you guys are watching this program have not seen James Tony's hat-trick, not James, it's never James, it's Ivan Tony's hat-trick. Watch it. It's the best hat trick ever. Every goal was a scorcher, even his penalty. Did you watch his penalty, guys?
Well,
I didn't see hardly anything this week,
You're
to
joking.
be honest. Yeah.
Ivan Toney, the way he takes his penalty is he doesn't even take a step.
well, there will
Oh, okay.
never be a greater hat trick than the hat trick Suarez scored against. I think it was Norwich. So I'll take that. I'm sure it was a great hat trick, but if he scored a penalty, then kind of like,
No, yeah, but the way
what was
he's
it? Did he
takes
blast it? What?
no.
Was it
If you
Panenka?
can
bust the
imagine,
net.
this is a Premiership striker playing against a Premiership goalie. It's like he mocking
Premier
the
League.
goal.
What's so special about that?
He's mocking the goalie. It's like I'm not even going to run.
But bottom line is, if it wasn't for Tony, I'd probably be about 20 points this season. Or this week. Sorry, not this season. So thanks a lot, James.
Ivan.
Just
Ivan.
on Trent Alexander-Arnold, one of the things I certainly forgot about, and we didn't talk about in the last episode, is this week there's Champions League games. So that's why Perisic didn't start for Spurs. He'll be playing this week at home to Marseille. That probably why he took on Alexander-Arnold 2 minutes earlier or a minute earlier than he should have. Klopster. And a number of players that were obviously benched by those teams who are in the Champions League this week or playing in the Farmers League like Man United. But let's have a quick Heralds of Galactus.
Heralds of Galactus. I was really annoyed that I didn't get over 50 this week because I was supposed to get over 50. But what was it? The reason I didn't get over 50? Yes, Arsenal absolutely got slaughtered by Man United. And I'm saying slaughtered because Arsenal are unbeaten and they've won every game. And they've gone to Old Trafford and lost 3-1. And they've ensured that Saliba gets 0 points for me. And Odegaard gets 2, which is more than last week. He actually got me 1 point last week with his yellow card, I think it was. And now if you could scroll to my bench, right. What was it last week that happened to me? I was targeted by Sparky being the manager of the month, and you wanted me to bench Kane and Jesus because you made me play 5-4-1. If you're watching this program for the first time, at the end of the month, whoever's the highest scoring manager out of us top 4 FPL managers, they get to spin the wheel, and the wheel has forfeits. And the forfeit I had to do, that Sparky asked me to do, was change my formation to 5-4-1. So I did, and I benched Kane, pretending not to know that Rodrigo wasn't going to play and Kane was going to come on anyway. So I did it.
Oh, that was that's management.
Yeah.
Oh, you brought Rodrigo in.
I sneakily forgot to do another transfer and get Rodrigo out, so he didn't play and Kane came on. So I got a nice 9 points for that.
Brilliantly done.
I would have been 38 if Kane didn't come on.
That was beautifully sneaky. Well done.
Well,
no harm, no foul. But
well, you know, all's fair in love and war, and we are rivals here. So if you want to play in our league, top 4 FPL, follow the link, and then you can also have this much fun.
So before we sign off, we'll be having a look ahead to Game Week 7 in our next episode, which will be airing on Thursday. Has anybody seen, what are your thoughts on the new signings, and what are your thoughts on Diego Costa joining Wolves? Anybody looking at him? What are you
Diego Costa?
I didn't even know.
He's still around?
He signed for Wolves.
He was one naughty player for Chelsea, though.
He's older than me.
He was a fouler. He was a fouler.
For God's sake.
Simple as that.
Yeah, and that's not going to stop. That's a good signing for Wolves.
Yeah,
I would definitely consider him
Ooh.
if he's playing this week. I would definitely consider him for sure.
I don't think they'll make him play this week. He's surely as soon as he comes in the game, I doubt that'll happen.
Oh, well,
last time round, he was a good bet for any fantasy managers to pick. He was getting a lot of points last time round. Yeah,
he's got Premier League experience. He's not going to have to adapt. Maybe he might need to learn to use his crutches a bit, but that's it. You know.
Yeah, you know, he'll
be
definitely strengthen the Wolves squad, you know, and he'll break a few legs for the other squads. So, you know, he might be the one to get rid of Erling Haaland for the rest of the season. Who knows?
If I had to, I'd put my bet on it. Yes, I'd say definitely he would.
Anthony was brilliant. Anthony was brilliant before you say anything. I thought he was brilliant before he came to Man United, but that is the catalyst that's going to drive Man United to the next level. If you noticed, I know you lot hate Man United because Liverpool supporters, But there's one thing I noticed in that game. Anthony actually raised the spirits of the whole team the way he was playing. He actually made everyone. Did you see the back heel he done? Literally, they're so cheeky near the corner flag, and he backheeled it like through like 2 defenders to whoever he backheeled it to. But it was so cheeky. This guy is like this guy. When you get them players when they step on the pitch, it's like the energy from them just resonates to everyone else, and it's like one of those like breakdance things when you go through everyone's hands like that.
Yeah,
and it just like everyone feeds off it. Anthony is the difference in Man United right now.
I mean, I'd hate to say it, but Man United have made some great signings. And I did tweet earlier on in the week about Casemiro, who I think is going to make a big difference. He's going to be able to be that steel beam that holds the team together in midfield.
Yeah.
Not good for Liverpool supporters, but it is what it is. We're just going to have to raise our game.
No, being neutral, I'm being honest here. I think Man United have got something going now. And whenever I say something, the opposite happens. So hopefully that's going to be good for you.
Say it more.
Well, look, as we mentioned before, we're neutral when it comes to this program.
Yeah.
And so I watched the game. I watched Man United play Arsenal. I think Arsenal were a much better team. And if their goal hadn't been disallowed, there would have been a different result. I'm more pragmatic, like Gary Neville. Roy Keane thinks Man United will finish in the top 4. I don't think they'll finish in the top 4.
I think they'll finish.
Could be wrong, but at the end of the day, it's just one game. I would have. We'll see what happens.
3 games. It's just 3 games in a row.
Yeah, I mean, I'm different. I think at the beginning of the season, there was no chance. I didn't think Man United were going to finish top 4.
Yeah.
But now, I'd hate to say it, but
I personally think they got a very, very big chance.
And I don't think Liverpool will. So,
and I'm sad because it leaves West Ham behind now, which is horrible.
Well, rock and roll. You were saying yourself that Man United were media darlings, so they got an unfair advantage of the media always speaking of them. When the media actually like utters your name, like for anything, if you're a pop star, if you're an actor, anything, even the name of the football team so much, it seems to build momentum behind the whole spirit of the club in a way. So I think the media talking about Man United so much has actually like literally put a flame under them and started to cook them.
Well, if that had been the case, they'd have been good for the last 5 seasons. I didn't say it was an unfair advantage. I just said that the media talks too much about Man United. It can have a negative effect and it can have a positive effect. But we've talked about Manchester United before. At the end of the day, my comment about that was when the episode that I made that comment. Leeds had beaten Chelsea 3-0. Brighton were doing and still doing brilliantly.
They're still doing well.
Brighton.
5 goals this weekend.
Yeah, Newcastle started off excellently and should have won this weekend. Again, VAR screwed up their result. So the media should be concentrating on other teams as well, and not just what Ten Hag is doing with his team.
We're the media here as well, and I want to concentrate on other teams. Like for instance, Trossard. I never noticed how good that player is. He's such a good player, Trossard.
I did, which is why I bought him.
Yes, you got him. No, I watched him and I thought that is like a game-changing player, Trossard.
Yeah.
So forget Gross, and I didn't realize because Gross used to take penalties for Brighton, and now the other guy's taking him. What's his name?
McAllister
is taking the penalties, right? McAllister is on penalties and free kicks. And did you watch McAllister's free kick that was disallowed again by VAR?
Oh man, VAR, bloody
hell. Did you watch that?
No, I saw they scored a thunderous goal, but
watch it. It's just like a bazooka-like thunder shot. It's unbelievable. McAllister on penalties and on free kicks is someone that I'm probably definitely going to buy. Gross out, McAllister in.
Don't you dare.
Yes.
Okay.
Next.
Well done to Bunny for being the top scorer this week, and well done to Ivan for joining our league and being top of the league this week, even though you had a very low score. But we're expecting things from you. And we'll see you in the next episode.